Let's run it.
The Crisco Kid Block Party.
Come on, man. You already know I'll give you the biggest artists in the world, the biggest entertainers on the planet, period. And my next guest, I haven't actually talked to Robin Thicke since it might have been at the Kendrick Lamar TDE event like in 2013 on Sunset.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
And before that, I had first met you at Bamboo in Houston in 2008, 7, somewhere around there for one of your album releases. And before that, it was a quick run that you were doing in H-Town. Your hair was long. You were on a bike riding through the streets. That's how far I go back as a fan. Ladies and gentlemen, Robin Thicke. Woo! Woo! Yeah,
Thank
man.
you, Crisco. I love that introduction. Thank you.
I'm a fan, first of all. And just second, I just appreciate just you as an artist, man, and your contributions to just good music and pop culture and everything that you're wrapped in, man. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
All right, so look, we got some things to catch up on. First of all, how was the tour? I know you've been doing some things throughout the summer. How was that?
Oh man, we had now that it's so great to be back outside, man. I think we all as performers, we all appreciate being on stage and being in front of people again. It's like after that break, man, we were hungry, we were thirsty to get back on stage, man. So right now, when I'm on stage, it's like a release of 2 years of being stuck at home.
Yeah, I mean, and could you feel that energy? Because I think it depends on where the city you might have went to in different states. Because some people, we've been outside for a little longer than other people, but
Right.
You felt it though, right?
People are still hungry, man. They just happy to be out in the sun. They're happy to be together, clinking glasses and drinking rosé, and it's happening, man. It's a beautiful thing when the spirits are lifted.
Yep. Speaking of spirits, we got a new record called Brown Liquor. We're gonna get to that in a minute, but let's talk about. We got to talk about The Masked Singer, season 8. I mean, this thing just seems to be getting bigger and bigger and bigger every year. And by the way, I saw the trailer. And I wanted to put this on video right now because I don't want people to think that I saw your jacket and went out and had one made, because I've already worn this to one of our Cardinals games. I'm the in-game host for the Arizona Cardinals.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Robin.
Spicy. I had the trim on it, but I like where you're going with that.
And then if I want to make it super formal, I just pull the pocket out. You feel me?
Oh, man, you ready to disco. You ready to disco with that.
Hey, so speaking of disco and speaking of Vegas nights and all the different themes you guys got happening this year, do y'all sit as like the host and the judges and the panelists and the creative directors and come up with all these different nights? Is it a group effort on how to get creative and think, how do we take Masked Singer to a different level every year?
Well, no, you got to give props to the producers and to the execs. They really try to recreate and take it up a notch every season. And to be honest, when you go out and you do promotion, you're like, oh, it's bigger and it's better and it's this and that, but it's not always true. But they really revamped the show this season. They made the filming much shorter, so it feels like a live show. So we're only there for the magic and the madness. And then they created all these great different nights. They have Andrew Lloyd Webber night, and he came and visited the show. They have comedy night. They have a bunch of different themes. So this season is really kind of special and brand new. And there's 2 unmaskings every episode, which is the first time we've ever done that. So every night you get to see 2 people take their masks off.
And explain, because from what I've read, I guess there's like something earlier in the episode or the original kind of judging. And then that person, if they get unmasked, they actually become part of the audience, or they'll sit through the show and watch everything.
They sit through the show, so you end up with these incredible, celebrities or icons or legends sitting over on a couch, watching the rest of the show. It's a lot of changes this season, but all for the better. I think the producers really knocked it out of the park, and we had more fun filming this season, almost like it was the very first season all over again.
When you watch just the banter on TV amongst all the judges, and then you got the special celebrity guest judges that'll come in. I mean, it does seem like y'all are genuinely having fun every season.
We genuinely have a great time. I mean, Dr. Ken's one of the greatest, funniest people you'll ever meet. Jenny and Nicole are professionals, and we're all like a big family. And Nick Cannon is like the daddy for the whole world, apparently, now.
Yeah. I think, if he hits the 20 kid mark, then, it might be an intervention at that point right there.
I think he's working on 50 total.
50 total?
He's going to cover every state.
Yeah. So let's talk just about the winners right quick, because I have the winners list. I mean, we were talking some incredible people that what I love about the Masked Singer is these are people that may not be known for singing, or sometimes they're maybe too shy to get out and express how they feel. And sometimes, the stories are just downright emotional. But when you look at T-Pain winning season 1, then you got Wayne Brady, which I really like. I like, those seasons.
Wayne crushed it.
Candy Burris, right? And
Candy.
LeAnn Rimes.
Yeah, LeAnn Rimes.
it's people from every type of genre, even Nick Lachey up in there. But then you'll have
The
like some of
piglet.
the
Nick
guests.
Lachey was the piglet. He killed that.
Yeah, but then you'll have some of the guests that they don't make it to the very end, and they get a lot of the reaction that gets the chatter on social media.
Yeah.
Like last year, I remember teasing up to the new season. It was Mayor Rudy Giuliani took off the mask. It kind of started a big thing on stage where Dr. Ken walked off the stage. Is there anything like that this season? And then if it does happen, I mean, how hard is it to kind of contain those emotions, whether you like what they do personal life or on screen or whatever it might be? Was it hard to kind of control that emotion?
Well, I mean, the producers try to, have a little bit of shock value once in a
Yeah.
while, you know what I mean? And sometimes there's a polarizing character that might, stir up the dust. But in the end, we're there to make an entertaining show, and whatever happens behind the scenes should stay behind the scenes. I love doing the show, and I love all the people I work with, and all that really matters is what shows up on the TV screen.
Right. That's facts. That's facts. Y'all got the formula. Keep running with it, man.
Oh, man.
Is it so? Is there
Don't bite the mask that feeds you. You know what I mean?
exactly? Don't bite the mat that feeds you. Let's talk about brown liquor right quick. You put it out the
All
right
right.
time. Moving into the fall season. You linked up with
Yes.
Yo Gotti, man.
I'm a huge fan of Gotti, and I was many years ago. And we actually did this record a few years ago, and I've been holding on to it for a while because it didn't really fit my last album. My last album that I put out was called On Earth and in Heaven, and it was about the people that are here and the people that have moved on. It was dedicated to my father who passed away and Andre Harrell, my mentor, who passed away. So the Brown Liquor Gotti record didn't really fit with the theme of that album. But, right now, we got the new season of Masked Singer, and I got my new haircut, and, I'm feeling sassy right now, so I need my Yo Gotti record to get out there, and I'm gonna follow Gotti to the top of the charts, hopefully.
Yeah. So I'm glad you're talking about the vibe of the album. Let's play Brown Liquor for him right quick. If you don't mind, set the vibes up.
Okay.
You're about to get a world premiere right now. Well, only a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's heard this yet. We world premiering this joint. Let's go.
Pitbull's Globalization, Crisco Kid Block Party, Robin
All right,
Thicke.
I'll introduce it. This is Brown Liquor, y'all. Brand new world exclusive. This is Robin Thicke featuring Yo Gotti. This is about to go. Let's go.
We do this thing called the Pitbull Experience. I know you
Okay.
guys work together for
Yeah,
Batman.
man. I love Pitbull, man. He's just Mr. International. You know it.
I think people didn't appreciate the magnitude of talent on Bad Man.
Oh, yeah, what was great about it? I mean, it wasn't necessarily a hit record, but it was pretty cool that we got to perform on the Grammys. You know what I mean? We had
Yes.
me and Pitbull and Joe Perry and Travis Barker. That was a fun group, man.
And that's what I mean. Like when you say the magnitude of the talent and the star power on that record, I mean, even the video being right there in the middle of the water, you got the fountains. I mean, that's a legendary shot. Looked like y'all had a great time making
did.
of it. And with the Pitbull Experience, we talk about like what's that one moment, or there might be a couple, but one that stands out that if you could relive that moment again, it was just one of the greatest times with Pitt, or vice versa. What do you got?
Well, I think, it's that kind of calm before the storm when you're sitting on the Grammy stage, and we closed the Grammys, you know what I mean? So you're there and you get to watch all the biggest artists and the best performers, and you're in this group with your peers, and you're walking the hallways, and all of a sudden, it's like that curtain's about to go up, you know what I mean? And this is our moment, and I look around, and there's Travis on the drums getting ready, and there's Pitbull getting ready, and there's Joe Perry checking his last notes on his guitar, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, okay, we on the Grammys, let's go. I
Yeah,
remember
man.
that as just that special feeling, like because sometimes you can get so anxious or excited in those moments that you forget just to pause and breathe and appreciate it. And I just remember taking a breath and just looking around at everybody on stage and being like, all right, this is happening. This is magic. Let's go.
Speaking of that, taking the time to just pause, reflect. You've had a great career, man. You've been involved with just so many projects since the age of, I remember you were a teenager. What is the one piece of advice that you can tell someone right now, starting at 15, 16, 17, that if you could go back and tell that Robin Thicke, what would it be?
Oh, I got a whole bunch to tell that. Let me tell you, boy.
Yeah.
One thing there's a few things, maybe three things that are most important. Number one, never give up. It's the tried and true, the people who stick through it. You got to be able to ride these waves, these ups and downs. You got to be able to get through the lean years, you know what I mean? So you can enjoy the fat years. So just never give up. And then also be good to people, You never know who's the next CEO and who's the next, the intern today is the CEO tomorrow. And so the amount of people I see now that are at the top of the food chain going, I met you 10 years ago. I worked with you 15 years ago. Luckily, most of the time I was really nice. So, so people are like, yeah, you were great, man, most of the time. But and then the other thing I would say is, stay clean, man. Stay clean. Don't let them drugs and alcohol, don't let that get in the way of your future and your talent and your purpose. Sometimes the party gets in the way of the work. And, make sure you work before you party and balance. My dad always told me balance is the key to life,
Wise words. Wise words. Thank you very much. Season 8
yes.
of The Masked Singer.
Masked Singer premieres on the 21st, September 21st, and then the next day, Brown Liquor comes out with Yo Gotti. Please get that, download it, stream it, love it. I love you guys. Thank you, Crisco, for having me, man. So much love.
Man, it's all love. Thank you so much, Robin Thicke.
God bless.